Hey guys, this is Ellie doing your weekend reading of 16th, 17th and 18th of January 2015, or roundabouts wherever you are in your part of the world. First of all, I've had an awful lot of emails asking if I do personal private readings. If you watch my Tea with Ellie, it has all the details. But if you go to the About section or email hypnoyouellie@hotmail.com, it has all the details there. And yes, I do. But I'm completely booked out till Tuesday next week. But the email readings, which are $25 each, they will be $30 at the end of the month. I can do those from Tuesday on. So if you send them through Monday, I will answer those as I get them in order. Okay, so let's get to your reading for this weekend. And it's a mixed message. For half of you, you've gone through a drama last week, which has left you not quite knowing what to do next. You're on the verge and you're hoping for the best, and you're really worried. For the other half, there is promotions, celebrations, and good news. So let's start at the end of the first scenario. So being in pain, you're feeling a blow. You're feeling devastated. You feel like you've done too much. You're physically, emotionally, mentally exhausted and you need to take a break. You are in a love situation. You need to see the obvious. Don't be paranoid. Don't let your insecurities, bring you down. It's your sharp mind that's getting in the way. That's what's getting in the way. Being paranoid, being insecure. You need to see things as they are and what reality is, and not, assuming things or making things bigger than they are. Also, there's a few cards here that ask you to go and get guidance, seek some guidance. But the angel card that came with the outcome said, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about, and negativity will block your progress, which lets me know that if it's anything to do with relationships, financial, or anything to do with the home, if you are worried about something but you continue to be paranoid, insecure, think of all, sometimes we become so wrapped up that we think of all the things that can go wrong instead of thinking about, wow, what if it worked? What if it goes through? What if everything comes exactly as you want it? So, you have to visualize, get creative, write down your feelings in a journal, write down a plan of action. If it comes to your finances, contact. There's another card here that says contact legal advice, or contact an advisory to do with finances and investments and things like that. Go to your father for advice. So getting back to the beginning of the reading. Okay, first off, reignited love. So if you've just broken up with someone, you'll be talking this weekend. If you have broken up with someone a while ago, you are going to hear from them this weekend. Also, you'll be reminiscing about that, so that might make fruition. You think about someone and then they turn up. So yeah, if it's with the finances, getting a boost in your finances, reigniting your finances. If it's around the family home, people coming together, because the next card's all about celebration. So getting together, communicating. Maybe someone who you haven't seen for a while will be coming for a visit. And the card says new romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationships, and being open and giving and receiving love. So if you're single, very possible that you'll meet someone who'll really spark your interest this weekend. And he'll be a Taurus. He'll be a Taurus or a Capricorn, or she. If it's a boy or a girl, these readings are for thousands of people. So it's either or sex. It doesn't matter which one it is. So Capricorn or a Taurus. So if you're single this weekend, you very well meet someone that you really strikes your fancy. For others, it's your ex. And for couples, maybe things have been a little bit boring. Maybe things have been a little bit tough. You will reignite that. You'll have a wonderful weekend together. So, being the hierarchy of your family, stepping up to the plate, taking on responsibility, going and getting advice from your father or whoever you see as your father, or an older male or female who is the hierarchy of your family, and they could be a Taurus or a Capricorn. Not being stubborn. Don't be bossy in your relationships. Sometimes we're unaware of being bossy in a relationship. Sometimes we're just unaware of how we can snap. Take a step back and really, how am I responding? How am I snapping? Am I being paranoid? Am I letting my insecurities take things the wrong way? Or is your partner being bossy? Is there a bit of manipulation going on? There could be a bit of manipulation going on. So what is getting in the way, or what is going to enhance? Well, for some of you, you've been partying too much. I think I said that last week too. So this week, going to continue to party. Well, why not? It's the beginning of the year. But just bring that down to a close now. Bringing that back to reality. We've got jobs, responsibilities, got to get back to the grindstone, start saving for holidays. Some of you want to start saving for holidays. For others, it's a very fruitful weekend. So whatever you endeavour, there will be a fruitful result. There could be a wedding or a birthday, some sort of celebration that you go to this weekend. It could be your sister's or your best friend who you see as your sister who will be throwing this. Girls' night out. Could be girls' night out. But this weekend's going to be lovely. I feel really good about this weekend. I feel like, the angels are saying, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance, and you deserve heaven's help. So you really are protected, because I feel like this is where you've come from. Now, this could have been in the very recent past, or this could have been last week, or this could have been 6 months ago. But this is where you're coming from. You've come from a scenario of grief, whether you've lost someone through death, whether you've been dumped, whether you are in a situation where there's three in the relationship, mother, sister, brother, ex is rearing the ugly head, and that's causing a split, or causing you to pull away from your partner. All of those things. That's what this card represents. So that's where you've come from. And the angel card that came with that was, I'm leading you towards the answers of your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I'm communicating through intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So you may have a dream and know exactly what to do next. You may be standing in line at the supermarket and you'll glance at the magazines and there'll be an article that just resonates with you. Just follow the steps that are being guided to you, because I feel like that is, for some of you, that's the very recent past, and that's where this, needing a break, needing to, stop being paranoid, stop overreacting, don't be oversensitive. Yes, it is a situation. It could be a situation this big and you've made it this big. So that's where I think those people, this is the ones in a scenario where there could be cheating, there could be accusations of cheating, there could be someone trying to split you up. If it's from you grieving from a person who's died, then they're asking you to have your happy memories and to start preparing yourself to moving out. Maybe this weekend will be the first time you've gone out. And that's lovely. It's just saying, this card that comes with that is saying, I love you. And, I'm very emotional. I feel like someone who's lost someone really needs to hear this. They say that they're fine and they love you. And that they're watching over you, and that they love you very much, and that they want you to move on. So that's a lovely message. Okay, so where's the basis? Where's your gut? Where's this coming from? What's your foundations? Well, there's infighting. So if you've been planning, maybe it's planning the party, and it's just not going ahead. It's just not coming together. And you just can't understand why it's not coming together. miscommunications, ordering things, people aren't turning up, people aren't doing their part, you're doing all these things, and you just can't understand why things aren't coming together. There's arguments, you're talking to a brick wall, you are asking for help, you're planning it, and there's just planning after planning after planning meets roadblocks. So this is the party that you're planning for, the special occasion, but they are saying to you a miraculous solutions will appear. It's okay. It will all work out. It will be lovely and delicious and wonderful. Maybe you're planning on a weekend away for you and your partner. Maybe it's a first birthday, a wedding, a 21st, a sweet 16th. I don't know what you're planning, but you have just had, things just not coming together. Well, it will come together and it will be absolutely lovely. There's also some backbiting and infighting amongst close friends as well. There could also be a little bit of pulling you left and right. For some of you, and I feel like you're a Taurus, I feel like you're being pulled either way, and you almost have to yell out, I'm not a referee. I'm not going to decide who's right and who's wrong. I'm not picking sides. I'm Switzerland. And, if that's the scenario that you're in, just don't get involved. I feel like it's petty and it will all work its way out. Now, some of you are confused and indecisive, and you don't have enough research. So what you need to do is do nothing. If you don't know what to do, do nothing. The other thing to do is to meditate or inner reflect or go to your place of worship. Go and seek advice from someone. If you can go and seek advice from a counsellor, a lawyer. Maybe this is a lawyer, a court case, but I don't know if it is, because there's no justice at all. But whatever the fight entails, you need to seek expert advice or seek advice from someone who's not part of the situation, because when you're too close to the situation, you can't see yourself clear. You can't see resolutions because you're too close to the situation. Some of you this weekend are going to adopt a pet, and some of you, that could be why it's costing you money, or some of you this weekend will be spending extra time with your pet because you're feeling a little bit lonely, getting back to reminiscing. And some of you will be buying a pet this weekend. Now, just make sure that you are buying a forever pet, because pets are not toys, and you need to walk them. If they're a dog, they need to be fed, they need to have their inoculations, they need all of those sorts of registrations and microchipping and all those sorts of things. So make sure that this is your forever pet. Now, getting back to being indecisive, you actually there's a resurrection around this. I see the butterfly, the psyche. So there is a resurrection around this. There's one, two. There's two butterflies and a dragonfly, which lets me know that whatever the solution is, there's life to it. It's not over. There is resolution. It will all work out. You have plenty of support, and I feel like you have two spirit angels, spirit guides that are going to give you the solution in your thoughts, your dreams, and lead you towards the answer. On the ground, you have a dominant female that will help you, and you also have the support of people around you. You have the right on your side. Now, there's bunnies here, so this could have something to do with children. Yes. Okay, so that's that. Let's moving on. Okay, so this weekend, reminiscing, going over old photos, thinking about the past, thinking about an ex, thinking about childhood memories, meeting up with a childhood friend, looking how far you've come. It's another way of looking at this. Giving advice to a younger generation about, your generation. All those wonderful things, and it could be at the party. Maybe you give the speech to a younger generation about how far they've come. It could be some sort of graduation thing going on, and there's lots of happiness around that. And the angel card says, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So if you are single, you're going to meet someone this weekend, and it could remind you of someone that you went to school with. It could be the person you went to school with. It could be an ex. But there's lots of happiness around that. You could meet this love of your life through a school friend. And the couples, honestly, you need to spice things up a little bit. Get that passion going. Now, there's been a place of this weekend, there's going to be a bit of chaos. Now, is it a good chaos or a bad surprise? You know, what's the shocking revelation that's going to come out this weekend? And there's lots of communicating. There's lots of communicating around it. Well, that's the angel's message. You need to communicate around it. So maybe there's lots of talking going on, bringing in gossip, bringing out, stirring the pot, lots of emails, lots of text messages, furious text messages, or there's going to be happy news at the celebration, so there'll be lots of communication and congratulations around that. So there will be this weekend some chaotic moments, some shocking surprise, groundbreaking moment this weekend. If you are if you're single and you're not having any chaos in this moment, you might have an awakening, because this card also signifies in reverse that you take a good sharp look at yourself and you realize that you're not living the way that you actually want to, and you might start to live your life in a different way, whether it's changing a job, stopping drinking, stopping smoking, stopping drugs, the people that you hang around with, moving home, moving out of home. Whatever it is, this card is signifying that you take a good hard look at yourself and you say that you would like to make a change, and you know that you need to make a change because you feel that this is not where you're meant to be at this stage of your life, and you don't feel in the right place either. So you want to make these changes and getting creative about it, getting creative. So this could be about your job, changing jobs and doing something that you love, that you're passionate about. It could be that you're moving home and you're going to move into a place where you can really do it up to your standards. It could be reinventing yourself. It could be, new hair, new clothes, new diet, whatever you're going to readdress about yourself because you've decided that this is not the way that you want to be. So that could be what this card's about for you if you are not in a relationship and you're not having any chaos. This could be a sharp shock. Maybe you might have a health scare. And I feel like that could be a Virgo that I'm talking directly to. There could be a health scare that makes you think, whoa, I really need to change my life up, or maybe you have a shock, wow, I really don't want that to happen, whether it be money, relationships. Maybe you see somebody else's shock, and you think, oh no, that could happen to me and I don't want that to happen. And so you're going to change your life. Maybe it's a good shock. Maybe you see somebody who's just had something amazing, shockingly happen, and you think, wow, I could have that. And that makes you stop and think. And then you start to communicate about what it is that you want to do. So, there's lots of communication going on this weekend around a shock or a shocking event or a groundbreaking moment. But the very next card, this is how the world sees you. This is how the very next moments will be for you. You are on the direction to your happy, sitting pretty, cat that got the cream, and feeling powerful about that. Don't second guess yourself. Don't let anybody manipulate you into moving too fast, whether it be making a decision, whether it be moving in with someone, whether it be making a decision whether to divorce someone. Whether it's been forced on you to, hurry up, we have to have children, and you're not ready to have children, then that's okay. Take your time. Feeling good and feeling powerful about the decisions in your life and not letting anybody tell you what to do. This is a place of perfection. This is a place of all your ducks in a row, getting fat and abundant, lots of love, lots of money, lots of support, sitting back and enjoying the reaps of your rewards. Okay, now the other card, because it came with two cards, this one's about flying high and not descending because other people feel threatened. I see this card sometimes about jealousy. Sometimes I can almost hear someone saying, and who does that girl think she is? She thinks she's so fine. Well, you know what? Sometimes in life, it's your turn and other people don't like it. You know what? Stuff them. Stuff them. If they want to stuff around, not putting the work in, not putting the effort in, because even the people here that have gone through this hurt, they have been in pain and they've moved on. They've done the hard work, that they've looked at themselves, so if you have come from a place where you have done the hard work and you're reaping the rewards, then, Miss Jealous person here can just, get lost, feel powerful, feel strength in your decisions, feel amazing, and just let you enjoy the rewards, the bonus for all the hard work. Okay, this card is about choosing between two prospective jobs. You may have, if you're looking for work, you may have the choice of two. You may have an offer of both and you're really quite torn. One could be at a distance, and if you're a Capricorn, this might have something to do with you. This could also be about choosing an adventure as well. I feel like you could be on two paths right now. You're at a crossroads. And also the card that came with that is one about having a gift of working with young children. So if you're a teacher, a nurse, disability worker, carer, home worker, you will be making a decision or be faced with the option of making a decision this weekend. And also plenty of assistance to make it go through, plenty of assistance to get this off the ground. This is the angel Daniel, who says, I'm the angel of marriage and I'm assisting you right now. I see this card as assisting in any connection, whether it be a work connection, whether it be a friendship connection, whether it be a mother-daughter connection, mother-son connection, father-son, father-daughter, best friends, boyfriend-girlfriend, husband-wife. Wherever there is a relationship where it's got a connection, this Daniel comes along and helps smooth things through, helps the communication, lots of communication, helps those movements, speeds the process up, makes things palatable, makes things easier to hear, because this one here lets me know that there is something that is hard to hear. And I feel like for some of you, it's the inside. You're insecure, you are oversensitive, you see things from a point of hurt and not on a point of being positive. You're taking things personally. Yes, there could be, you have every right to be upset, but do you have the right to be that upset? Have you overreacted? Is it your insecurities that have made you act out in a way that you're going to regret later? So don't act out. I'm letting you know in advance, this will be out early. Don't overreact in advance. Stop, think, communicate, and then you make it. Like I said earlier, if you can't make a decision, don't make a decision. There's no hurry. You don't need to jump, So yes, there's a choice. There's a choice this way, and you could be at a crossroads as well. And one of your children this weekend might be a little bit on the offside and need a little bit more attention. I feel like I want to pull one more card out, because I feel like some of you, there you go. Some of you have been looking for a specific answer, and the answer is take action. You're in touch with your truth in the situation. You need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Not the insecurity that's telling you to do things differently, not the insecurity that's telling you to lash out and overreact and be paranoid, but your gut instincts. Deep down inside there, yeah, you are a little bit paranoid and a little bit oversensitive. You know this, you do. And there's a shark around you. There's a manipulator around you. And you know this. You're swimming up to the surface to get a fresh breath of air, and you have people supporting you, and you have luxury as well. And there is here support in case you fall. If you take the wrong step, there is support there. So it is not over. There is resurrection. There is resurrection to the situation, okay? So again, I do private readings. Check my email. Have a wonderful weekend. I am completely booked out, so send me emails for Tuesday. You can start sending them on, you can start sending them whenever you want, but I won't be able to reply to them until Tuesday morning, okay? So stay safe, be responsible, communicate, and again, thank you so much for subscribing. I adore you, absolutely, and I've absolutely loved doing readings for you, so thank you very much.